Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Whirlwind. The red Protoss player leading 2-0. Let's hear it for Deer. And his opponent, the last Terran alive in this tournament. The bottom left-hand corner, he is Maru!
You were really feeling that one, weren't you, Ben?
You know, he needs a little pick-me-up.
You were waiting for that all weekend long? It's the first time you cast Maru, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. You know my memory, man.
I do. Whirlwind is the map. It's a big map. We could see something similar to what we saw on game number 1, but I think it's on Whirlwind. It's a little easier to defend against itself than it was on Frost. Frost feels even bigger than Whirlwind, even though it's probably the same. But the way that the bases are designed, I personally think it's harder to defend 3 bases on Frost than it is on Whirlwind. But we will see.
Yes, sir.
There is opening up with the gateway expand once more. Very early gate ban, once more opening up with the 10 gate, perhaps expecting his opponent to go command center first, because this is Whirlwind after all.
Hashtag dicey.
Hashtag I don't want this to be over yet.
Hashtag I don't know, Kev.
We will see. It is indeed going to be command center first here for Maru, and I think from the other side of the map we can expect the exact same thing. He's gonna make a Zealot, he's gonna save 2 Chrono Boosts, and gonna Chrono Boost out the Stalker and the Mothership Core.
Wait, he didn't make a Zealot at all? Oh wait, surely he's
sending
gonna make
out the probe. Maybe he's gonna go for the flawless logic of just proxying a pylon over here.
Alright, there's that Zealot.
And then having a 33% chance of your
Probe's
opponent
moving in the
spawning
right
there when you
direction.
proxy Stargate.
Probe scouting in the right direction is good news for Deer.
Deer is going to be so happy when he sees this. It doesn't mean that Maru is dead.
He's even going to be able to harass this building command center. That's going to be so annoying. 2 racks going down already for Maru.
This is going to get very tough. We saw the last game already how close it was before the bunker was actually up. I would say in this situation the Rexes are actually super far away as well from the ramp. I'm not sure where he's going to build that bunker. And the SUV is scouting in the wrong direction. That's terrible news.
Goes from bad to worse. Maru, not catching a break here in this series, is now going to have to micro like a champion.
The bunker is... I guess we'll go down in the
It could
future,
technically start now. It needs to start now.
Yeah, but even when it does, it's gonna get so hard to actually get Marines in it. Zealots are gonna stand on top of that bunker. Here's the first Zealot already. I think the best thing he could do is just lift up this command center and try to defend in the main, pull SCVs on the right moment, and just micro like a god. We know that Maru is capable of showing us impossible things, but this, even though it's just a single Zealot, a single Stalker, and a single Mothership Core, already represent a massive threat.
Still no bunker anywhere, and Deer is going to reveal all of it at the exact same time.
Maru is still completely unaware of what's coming, and now he just hates life.
Surprise, surprise. This Marine's going to go down before he even gets a shot off. Still no bunker going down anywhere at all. Marine's forced to micro back to the SCV line. He's going to have to fight with his workers. He's going to lose the SCV building this barracks. That's going to hinder his production. And these units are just going to stand on top of the barracks. Stalker does get a couple of shots off. Here it is. The SCV pull coming. Mothership Core drops a time warp on the mules.
That's a great surround, though.
Stalker getting trapped is a huge play for Maru. The Zealot still doing as much work as he can, but with that Stalker having been killed, but a second Stalker is here. It's not going to get any easier for Maru.
And the Mothership Core survives as well with 10 HP. So many SCVs are falling already.
There's only a single Marine on the map. There are 3 Stalkers out. They're all being rallied across. Great control so far from Deer after losing that first Stalker, and he just continues to pile on the pressure. The worker count 21 to 17. Maru's not dead yet, but he's got to get some Marines out. Another Marine falls. Mules being called.
He's going to try to surround the Stalkers
SCV
again.
Surround! Yo! He gets one Stalker goes down. The second Stalker will be a sacrifice. That's the end of the aggression.
That's actually so sick by Maru. So many Terrans would have just died there. He's not completely out of the woods yet, but with 3 Marines, he will be able to push the Stalker back a little bit. And there is no more high ground vision, so he will finally be able to throw down a bunker, or at least just keep those Marines over here and get the first volley off. I can't believe he only lost, 14 SCVs, because it could have been every single. No, I knew it was going to be high.
What I can't believe is that he lost 14 SCVs and he's only 3 workers behind. He's got double orbital. Maru's in good shape, guys. Stalker left alone is going to go down. A great pickup for Maru. Deer's getting crazy. He's going to drop a third Nexus very early. This is going to open it up to some potential timings for Maru. Maru has only now taken his gas. He is bunkering up. He's not sure what he's playing against.
I mean, this is the same thing as we saw on Derelict. Back then, there was suddenly an Oracle showing up. That's not going to be the case this time. However, this mothership core was rebuilt a little bit quicker and will gather enough energy for a photon overcharge. But if he's able to force a cancel on this third base, which it seems like he's heading towards, that would already be a very nice win.
Yep. Single Stalker forced to dance a little bit. We'll pick off a Marine. Good control by Deer.
Okay.
Second Stalker coming down. Oh, he's going to shred this Marine force.
Yep. He could potentially drop a time bomb as well, but photon overcharge will kill absolutely every Marine.
Yep. And that's exactly what we're going to see. Stalker's controlled pretty well. One probe's going to fall. A second could be in trouble, but no, in fact. Deer does clean it up. Worker tab, 31-31. Maru's back to even.
Yep, and tech-wise, it's also not exactly an advantage for Deer. Just 3 gateways on the map. Twilight Cons are being wiped in as we speak. That means that the additional units are going to be pretty damn late. And if we take a look at the production tab, Steam is already being researched. Factory is on the way. I kind of like where this is going for Maru.
Yep, he's got money for another command center. I think we're going to see one soon. Plenty of bunkers at the front. He should be completely safe against additional harassment. Deer does have his third Nexus. That's a great asset. He's going to be able to power ahead economically. Still no third CC from Maru. What's he waiting for? I guess he wanted to scout first.
In a way, it could work against him as well, because like his tech is not very developed. It's going to be even harder for him to defend 3 locations at once. So certainly because, you know, he's not going to have Colossus or Storm to defend against drops. He doesn't really have the money to drop cannons left to right or produce a lot of observers. So it's going to be very tough for Deer to defend all bases at once. Starport going down already as we speak, and the only thing that's good is Blink being researched.
Yeah, this is looking better and better for Maru. I wonder if Deer thinks he's further ahead than he is. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting.
He killed a lot of workers, but as you mentioned, well, Maru just kept building SCVs no matter how much pressure he was under. He put the exact amount on the right time, and getting a couple of surrounds up is what kept him in this game, because normally it would have been impossible for him to ever catch these stalkers. If he doesn't surround them, he can't kill them, unless Deer messes up. But if there's one thing that we learned this week is that the Deer doesn't mess up very often.
Very seldom do we see mistakes out of Deer. Supply-wise, 74-72. Game's looking more and more even with every second. Templar Archive's already going down. Pretty fast. Templar tech. Blink finishing up as well. Marines and Marauders going to poke down that ramp and scare away the Stalkers. Oh, stem! And Stalkers are both going to fall. Wow. Yes, they do.
Oh, my God.
Great pickup by Maru.
That's an excellent pickup, certainly because Deer is so low on units. He's wiping in 3 additional Stalkers. He's researching Blink. He's going to rely on Blink to defend against drops mostly, maybe a few Templars here and there and a photon overcharge. But Blink is definitely what he wants to defend against all those drops. I think the first medevacs are about to spawn. And any action can be... Oh, actually, they're already here with the army. This is the time where Maru might be able to deal a lot of damage.
All right, here we go. He's going to push up into the third expansion. Single Marine stems forward. Here comes the rest of the army. Checking for Colossi, but there are none. But whoa, there's a lot of Blink Stalkers. Those are pretty good force fields. Maru's going to have to load up, but that's not the best control. He's going to lose nothing else. He does get away. Stemmed Marines and Marauders are fast, man.
Good defense so far by Deer.
Another offensive Blink. Couple more Marines going to fall.
Yeah. Yes, be careful though. Blink is on cooldown now, so you can't blink back.
And Maru turns it around, but another aggressive Blink on top of the Marauders. That may be a little bit too aggressive. Deer's going to lose a lot of units in this exchange, and finally Maru turns to evacuate. Another aggressive Blink will clean up the last of it, except this one very sad Marauder.
Very interesting Blink. I mean, oh, look at this Widow Mine. What?
Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Wow, Sergeant Widowmine from Terran Maru Prime. Wow, how about that? Meanwhile, more fighting out in the middle of the map. That's a boost of confidence that Maru badly needs. He is going to take that Zelnaga Tower and will probably start dropping soon.
Uh-oh.
What? Well, hey, that's as good as it gets.
Yep.
A very worthwhile
Oh my God, the
Widowmine.
army is so small from there at the moment. He lost quite a few stalkers when he blinked forward. I love the addition of the Widowmines. I think it's, you know, it's one shot, one kill on a stalker. The High Templars definitely are scary. The Storm is research, as we can see. But still, Maru's army is way bigger now.
Yes, sir, and he is going to stem forward up into this third expansion. The entire army of deer is waiting, and Maru's got to be very careful how he engages. Of course, he can always fall back to the Widowmines as Storm goes down and softens up these Marauders. Second Storm kills one. But Maru still wants to fight. The Zealots being focused down very nicely under concussive shells. They just cannot engage. Widowmine is here. Doesn't do the damage it wanted to do, but the blink is towards the Widowmine, and that's going to do a lot better. And another shot goes off. And more Stalkers going to go down. Maru doing some great work with his bio mind play against Protoss. Time Warp behind the units will make it harder to micro. There is an Archon here, and he's doing some good work. So too is a Widowmine.
Well, great advantage for Maru as well. The Marauders dealing a lot of damage. Widowmines going to shoot again. So many
Zealots
coming in.
around. Hot pickup from Maru, and he is going to get out of there after doing a lot of damage. Well played, Maru Prime. 133 supply against 104. Our Terran Hope sticking with it.
Mothership Core almost has energy for another photon overcharge. That's going to be very important. A couple of Zealots are caught off guard.
Oh, and Maru's got to be careful. Does not want to get surrounded. And he's continuing to dance and control. Maru's control is just phenomenal. I can't think of anyone better at controlling multiple waves of aggression.
The only thing is that his +2 was a little late. He was on 1-1 for quite a while. He's going to engage his army again. These Archons are so strong, though, in this situation.
Yeah, almost a questionable fight. Zealot's going to chase everything back. Good kiting from Maru. He will pick up a few free Zealots here. One more goes down. Might there be another? Yes, sir.
Be careful.
Maru accepting every donation with open hands. Backs off as soon as he gets in range of that photon overcharge. Knows that there are Templar waiting.
3 High Templars on the map now. No robotics bay down yet. Deer just not in a situation where he's able to transition into Colossi because he's under so much pressure.
30 supply separating these two players as the big Zealot run by.
The hooligan hit squad.
Yeah, they're going to make their way across the map and see if they can do some damage. But Maru's there to intercept it, and this is going to get cleaned up easily. Nicely done by Maru. He's now 40 supply ahead, and here comes Deer with a questionable engagement. Yeah. This is not enough Protoss, and it is going to get turned back very quickly.
Oh, there's a couple of storms.
Not that good. Immortal stuck out in the open. He's going to go down too. Second Storm's much better, but nothing will die. Third Storm is good as well, but now the High Templar under fire, and Archon forced to be to morph. And in the back, there's a drop. Maru, relentless aggression, puts it into the third base. Deer trying to hang in there, but his army is thinning out rapidly. It's 170 supply over 100.
That was a very big mistake right there. He shouldn't have been out on the map. Maru caught that army. He cleaned it up.
Pulled off the line. They're all going to go down. The warp in of Zealots dying faster than they can deal damage. Maru's going to take out something. He backs off the third base, wants to clean up the last of these units, and I guess he's going to push for the natural. He's going for the kill, Kev.
98 army supply against 15. I think he's going to be able to clean this one up.
There it is, GG!